Guess the age at which people lose virginity in your country? Number 10 Iceland, 15.6 years. Iceland's casual intercourse culture is the most liberal in the world. Iceland has a tiny population, and small, close-knit communities can contribute to a setting where peers influence social norms and behaviors. In Iceland, there is an open intercourse culture where intercourse is openly discussed. Within some social circles, there may be a notion that early intercourse engagement is more prevalent or acceptable, which may affect how those individuals behave. Number 9. Israel, 16.7 years. Currently, Israel's age of consent is 16 for people of both genders. However, if both partners approved and the other intercourse partner was no more than 3 years older, the age of consent might be as low as 14. Social pressure and cultural standards can have a big impact on how people behave, especially while having intercourse. Number 8. Brazil, 17.4 years. When it comes to intercourse issues, young people may not be knowledgeable or well prepared. If there aren't suitable intercourse education programs in their schools or communities, males growing up in Recife shantytowns frequently start having relationships at extremely young ages, usually without the use of condoms. According to traditional gender standards in Brazil, women are expected to exhibit intercourse modesty, while men are expected to have numerous partners as a symbol of virility. Number 7. United States, 18 years. Teenagers in this country are frequently exposed to intercourse explicit material through a variety of mediums, including the internet. Their actions, including having intercourse at a younger age, have been affected by peer pressure and the need to fit in. When they lose their virginity, teenagers today use contraception more frequently than they did in the past. Better educated adolescents typically start dating later than their less educated counterparts. Number 6. Russia, 18.7 years. Over 1/3 of women worldwide have experienced either intercourse or physical assault at some point in their lives. Russia has some of the highest rates of human trafficking, intercourse exploitation, and brutality against women worldwide. Teenagers between the ages of 15 and 17 claim to sell and exchange intercourse in exchange for money. Therefore, the virginity age is low in Russia as a result of ignorance and a lack of information. Number 5. Poland, 19 years. In Poland, boys' intercourse attitudes are evolving. Boys in Poland were told to engage in intercourse activity prior to marriage, particularly in rural areas, whereas girls were supposed to wait until their wedding day or, at the very least, until they were engaged. This wrong notion led to many boys not having intercourse with the ladies they wanted to be their brides but instead having intercourse with girls they weren't planning on marrying. Number 4 Thailand, 20.5 years. In comparison to other nations, Thailand has a different cultural background, so attitudes towards intercourse activities differ. It's likely that people start to engage in intercourse activity earlier due to more liberal attitudes or a higher acceptability of intercourse marketing practices. Among young Thai women living in slums, the age of first intercourse contact has dramatically decreased while HIV infections have increased at the same time. Number 3. China, 22.1 years. Family and reproduction have long been prioritized in Chinese society. Although any intercourse with females under the age of 14 is considered a felony in China, the legal age of consent is not specified there. The harmful effects of early intercourse activity have evolved into health and social difficulties, while attitudes towards intercourse have improved. Number 2. India, 22.9 years. Individuals may not have simple access to contraceptive or reproductive health care services due to the limited availability of these services in rural areas, which can raise the risk of unwanted pregnancies and intercourse-transmitted infections. Currently, in India, women engage in more intercourse activity in their early 20s than do men. Due to more liberal attitudes or a greater acceptance of intercourse exploration, they may engage in intercourse activity at a younger age. Number 1. Malaysia, 23 years. The youth in Malaysia are very intercourse active. According to Malaysia's penal code, the minimum age for having intercourse is 16, but doing so without an individual's permission is illegal. Intercourse, smoking, drinking, and substance use among Malaysian teenagers are on the rise. Given that intercourse activity among Malaysian youth has risen since 2016, leading to unwanted pregnancies among women,